Are you ready to turn your side hustle into a real business, but you have no idea how or what the next step is? Well, stay tuned. Hi entrepreneurs, I'm Vicky Brown, and you're in the right place if you want to engage your team, boost your business, and grow your leadership muscle. So, if you're thinking you might be ready to turn your side hustle into a business, this will be your first entrepreneurial test. This episode will be a lot of not sexy info, but it is powerful information for you to know and think about before starting your business. Keep in mind, I'm making some assumptions here. I'm assuming you already have a product or service that you've been selling, and sales have been going well. That's why you're thinking of breaking out of your 9-to-5 to turn your side hustle into a formal business. Now, if you don't already have a side hustle selling a product or service, then some of this information might not apply for you. But never fear. I have something special just for you. Check out the Leader's Journey Business Builder. It's a completely free video series that helps you get your business started from the very beginning. You'll figure out who your customer is, where to find her, how to sell without selling, and how to package and deliver your service, and on and on. Just use the link in the description below to get immediate access. Now, I won't touch on mindset in this episode because it's such a huge part of success, it deserves its own episode, which we'll do later in the year. Just suffice to say, having the proper mindset is everything. The big ticket item before you decide to quit your job is you need to do a financial analysis. After all, you need to figure out how you're going to live while you're getting your business up and running. It may take 6 months or more before you have a reasonable amount of income, so you'll need a plan. And while you're figuring out how much and where you'll get the money you need to live on, remember, you need money for the business too. When you're going through this planning exercise, don't be emotional about it. This is one of many times that you're going to have to put on your analysis hat and make some difficult decisions. If you have a job, maybe the plan is how much longer do you need to work and how much do you need to save to have a financial cushion. If you don't have a job, then the plan should be around how can you get money to sustain you in the meantime. Is it a part-time or gig job? Should you move back home? How about getting a roommate? Or you may want to talk to your accountant about using other funds, like your retirement account or home equity, to fund your business. A big red flag here. Absolutely talk to your accountant before you raid your home or your future to fund your business. It's too easy for things to go wildly badly with either of these choices. I only mention it because it's been done, and in some cases successfully, but again, tread very cautiously. Next, because you've already been doing this as a side hustle, you know what you're going to sell and how you're going to sell it, or should I say, how you've sold it in the past. Because if you're going to step up to a business, you will eventually need to figure out how to sell a lot more of it and do it at scale. You'll also need to get better at understanding your target market and where to find them. And you'll want to know what kind of obstacles you might face as you go fully into the market. All that to say, you'll need to do a strategic plan. Now, why a strategic plan instead of a business plan? Well, although they can overlap in areas like how will you reach your customer, a business plan is generally focused on information. Who's running the business? Who's the competition? What is the market size? While a strategic plan is an action plan. It focuses on what needs to happen so you can achieve your goals and what resources are needed. And since you're already established, it was a side hustle, remember, I think a strategic plan is much more immediately valuable because it'll help you implement and manage your business's direction. When you're writing your strategic plan, start out with what you already know. You know what you're selling, you know who you're currently selling to, and you know how you've sold to them in the past. Now, expand on that a bit. Are there others selling what you are? What does that competition look like? How are you different? Next, use your current customer base to figure out if there are any trends. Are they all new moms? Are they all living in Texas? Are they all men 25 to 35? Are they all school teachers? What do they have in common? Where have you found them in the past? Are there other avenues you can use to communicate with them? How have you sold to them? Where does your traffic come from, and how can you get more of that? How much do you need to meet your revenue goals? By the way, a pro tip here. You'll find yourself talking about and thinking about your conversion rate all the time because it's the lifeblood of your business. Is there an automated component to your sales process? Because if there isn't, there absolutely should be. That's the only way you can manage enough traffic to meet your sales targets. Then move on to how you'll deliver the service or product. Because remember, when you move from the side hustle to business arena, the goal is to sell a lot more, and I mean a lot. So fulfillment will become a much bigger deal than it was in the past. And you'll need to start thinking about getting help. And no, you can't deliver at scale all by yourself. You will eventually, or sooner, need help, or you'll absolutely burn out. So put building a team in the plan. Okay, in the nuts and bolts column, there are quite a few compliance hoops that you're going to have to jump through. Talk to an accountant and lawyer right away. You need to figure out what corporate structure makes the most sense for your tax situation. Now, while most small businesses are S-corps, that may not be the best thing for you, so chat up an expert. Next, get the money and insurance squared away. Your business isn't you, and you aren't your business. So make sure that each is properly protected in their own way. You need a business bank account, and you should absolutely keep that money separate from your personal funds and spending. When you commingle, you put both the company and you in jeopardy. You'll probably have an invoicing or tracking process already in place, but if you don't, do that next. The next piece is often overlooked. Design your schedule. Being an entrepreneur can feel like you never work and you're always working at the same time. You can start and end your day whenever you want, but that generally means your day never stops, and your days end up being all work with isolated periods of sleeping. Read my lips. This is not good. Design your schedule before you jump 100% into creating a company. Otherwise, you're going to get lost. Also, look at your strategy plan. Figure out the goals and milestones you have for the next chapter and plan those actions into your day. Otherwise, you'll find that you're doing, and not getting any closer to your goals. Don't forget to schedule in time for friends and family as well. You need time off. And time to just think. You need creative time. And time to learn. You need to develop so you can get even better at running and leading the business. And finally, automate everything that you possibly can. We all just need to face the fact. Technology can do a lot more, a lot faster, and with a lot more consistency than we can. So don't fight it. Use it to your advantage. You'll find that process and automation will become your best friends as you scale your business beyond your wildest dreams. If you found this information helpful, please subscribe and share. And remember, your inspired leadership is the secret sauce to having a high-performance team and a wildly successful business you'll love. I'll see you next time on Leader's Journey.